So let's just do a little PSA. Yo, if you are an otaku, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
But be a well-rounded person while doing so.
Correct. Exactly. Have other interests. Yes. I mean, obviously, if anime is one of my biggest interests, but
we
do a lot.
It's over 9,000!
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to this week's episode of Keeping It 9,000, where we had Cool.Hands as our guest. So, on this week's episode, we talked about how to be a well-rounded anime fan.
Also, we talked about dating in anime.
And we also played a little game where Cool.Hands gave us his top 5 anime, and I gave him quotes based on said animes. And he had to guess which anime said that quote.
Now, did he win?
We'll find out. But you also know that we were up to our regular Keep It in 9,000 shenanigans, hot takes, anime suggestions, just pure talking that trash that we do as anime fans from an NYC POV. Let's get it.
All right, y'all. What is up? What is good? You know the vibes. It is Keeping It 9,000, realest anime podcast out here. Otaku with my bro Taku, Shonen with my bronin. And on this episode, we got a special guest on the
Who do we have here today?
Who do we have, bro? We got the man who is killing it on TikTok and on Instagram Reels himself. We got the man that is posting the crazy content. We got the man who is partially Cuban because of the way that he makes empanadas.
Diablo coño.
Yes, sir. Cubano. We got the man Cool.Hands on the pod.
Yes,
welcome, fam. Welcome.
Bro. That's the best introduction I've ever received. You guys make such ill content.
Thank
you,
man.
Since I first met y'all, I've been absolutely obsessed with your consistency and quality. So I just want to let that be known.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yes,
Thank you,
yes,
fam.
yes.
Yo, so we're gonna get into it. How do you feel overall though? Like how you feeling about anime nowadays?
That I don't have as much time as I'd like to watch it the way that I used to. Damn. So I have to be very selective with what I watch. I guess you could say I'm somewhat picky with what I watch too. So when I find something that I rock with, I'm all the way on that train. And usually, I mean, I'll just get this out the way. This is probably going to be a repeated sentiment. My attention span is dog. You know what? Nowadays, you know? So the shorter the better, or if it's airing currently, it's easier for me to keep up with.
How many episodes do you give it before you're like, nah, this is not it?
I mean, I could be a stickler. Sometimes it'll just be the one, man. There's been quite a few. The one, it's like I need to see something. If there's something that just strikes me, whether it doesn't even have. Oh, my bad.
You're good.
Yeah, even if it's not necessarily just like within the story, the art style, or even just the world, like the humor of it, something has to strike me. But there's been quite a few times, just in general, when I watch something or listen to something, and the first time it doesn't really catch me, then I go back to it later on, and it, you know what I mean, catches me. So I'm open enough to certain things as long as it has like a level of quality, but in order to keep me, it has to hit. I'll say at least two is the, you know what I mean, that's my cutoff.
What's an anime you gave up after one?
There's too many. There's literally is a lot. What's that one? Black Clover.
Oh,
whoa, really?
Yeah. With the quickness, I had to.
What did it for you?
It just
Scream generic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's not a bad thing either. I just want to say that, like, you know what I mean? I might piss people off this episode.
Yeah, bro, you pissed him off.
No, I'm chilling.
Are you a Black Clover guy?
All right, so look, I understand why people didn't like Black Clover for the first 3 seasons. It was horrible, you know? Because like the thing is, right, like I'm a shonen fan.
Yeah.
But Black Clover, when they introduced it as an anime, was probably the most shonen possible, which is bad. Okay. Because I mean, it's a copy of everything.
Yeah.
You know, so for me, I just kept watching it because I'm like, I'm a basic shonen person. I'm gonna just watch because I'm dedicated
You're used
to the
grind.
Yeah. But after a while, like now, there's no way I can start a Black Clover.
Okay, fair enough.
Now that I broke off a little bit, just a little bit, I can't just start off with a Black Clover no more.
Okay, fair enough.
I would have had to wait for it to get where it's at now to be like, seen a few YouTube videos, few you know, the fight AMVs.
Yes.
I rewatched like 3 of them. All right, maybe I'll double back and start from the middle.
That's what I did. I started Black Clover like literally probably last year. And it's like there's over 100 episodes at this point. So there was episodes that I was watching. I was just like fast forward. Ooh, interesting. Fast forward.
I feel like if I have to do that,
It's not worth watching.
Yeah, like that's generally my like place on it. Like there's certain ones that I've watched a few times, like or like a few episodes, and I'm like, I get it, but not right now. This might piss a few people off. Jujutsu Kaisen was that for me.
You said that to the wrong people, my boy.
Oh, we got 12 volumes back there, 20 volumes.
Yo, let me say this. Let me start off by saying this. I'm somebody who genuinely believes that you don't have to reinvent the wheel in order to make something good.
Yeah.
I don't think that Jujutsu Kaisen reinvents the wheel, but I think that it made a really great wheel. It made like a really great, it's a really well-made wheel. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes, like, I don't know. It just didn't really stick with me so much. But then I turn around and I watch Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is literally this. It's just the aesthetics or whatever the case is. It just appealed to me a little bit more. Demon Slayer is a show that literally makes no effort to reinvent any wheel, but it just drives very well. You know what I mean? So I guess it's like a matter of preference.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's all subjective.
But I think I've been hearing enough about this. I'm like, maybe I should really double back and check to see what the hype is about because the last episode I watched was the first time that Gojo actually exemplified what he was able to do against a dude with like the volcano kind of head. I'm like, but it's kind of cool. I ain't gonna fret. You know what I mean?
I mean, so the thing is, right? I think with that, like, I can see why. Like, again, that someone could also fall off from that point.
Right.
Because the thing about Jujutsu Kaisen that I was also very hesitant about was they take a minute to introduce you to their world. Like, so I get it, like, y'all sorcerers, but what do y'all do? Because now you brought him into this basement, making him do all these experiments, but what does this have to do with the plot? So it kind of takes a while for you to even get the universe. Which is kind of like, you know, Demon Slayer, it's demons. They got samurai swords, it's demons.
They getting slayed.
That's it.
I guess they do kind of throw you into it very immediately, you know? I think that for me too, I like swords and stuff like that. I think that has like a, you know, an effect on my psyche because so many shows that I've watched, Samurai Champloo, I was supposed to put that in my top 5, but I'm like Cowboy Bebop and that are like 1A and 1B. I'm like, it's so similar. Shout out to Shinichiro Watanabe, that's my guy.
Yes, sir.
So I like that aspect of it. But yo, the one thing I will say about Jujutsu Kaisen is them boys be boxing, bro. I love
throw hands, and they're not afraid to jump anybody, bro.
Fight back, every week I felt like there was a new fight back moment. I would just go online and I just see this. There was this one where I think it might have been from the film or something like that. There's a black dude. And then someone was like, something about this just feels right.
It's when he was fighting Gojo. Was it?
Miguel.
Gojo. Oh, Miguel.
When Gojo was fighting Miguel, hit him with the combos.
And I said, not for nothing. I seen that during Black History Month. I was like, damn.
You don't do that to us.
It had to be one of us, bro.
That had to be. But yo, animation is spectacular on that show.
Mappa.
That's one thing I have to give to that show always. The animation is absolutely amazing, very fluid. And I think that a lot of times when like shonen battle animes, when they rely super heavily on the usage of powers and everything, that can be well animated as well. But it's just different when you're just seeing like real choreography.
100%. And you're seeing it like not choppy, not just it's just like smooth. You're seeing every hit.
It gives me like kung fu movie vibes sort of thing, you know. And I think that some of those are like I don't know if you guys ever watched like the old kung fu movies.
Oh, I love it, like Drunken Fist.
Classic.
You know what I mean?
Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
This got those. You know, they're just so well coordinated. You know, so seeing stuff like that in shows, it really always strikes me like I don't know if I can spoil Shippuden for anybody now.
I'll spoil it. But if you haven't seen Shippuden,
like
that's on you.
Like those specific battles, like I remember when Kakashi for Obito. I did, and let me just put this out there. I did not complete Shippuden. I just skipped around because of filler reasons and stuff like that.
I get it.
It's alright. I didn't complete Bleach. We here.
We here with it. You know what I mean?
You for it.
Just say it, because I don't hate you because you didn't complete Bleach. I hate you because you talk about it like you've been there from the beginning to the end. You jumped in from the middle, left, and then saw the 1,000-year Blood War arc, bro. Like
no, I saw the whole thing from Hucamundo
to end.
I watched it.
Hucamundo. You waited 4 seasons to watch this. I digress. Continue.
That's pretty good. There was 13 seasons.
See, yo, I don't know how. Like, did you watch it as it was airing?
In the beginning, I did. I watched it as it was airing, and then the fillers came because I was watching it when I was in like middle school.
Yeah.
So I was watching it as it was airing, and then the fillers started like to become a problem. So I just started reading the manga.
Oh, so all right, I have a question for y'all. Right, this is one of the questions that I was thinking of.
Hit us.
How important does a show's what's the proper term, efficiency in storytelling? How does it affect its overall like rank, if you will, or its tier? How do you what's the correlation between those things to y'all?
I mean, for me, I gotta say that the show's story is probably the number one thing for the show. If the show doesn't have a good story, it's not a good show.
Well, maybe not even so much of like it not having a good story, but just like pacing and like
I see what you're talking like. You're talking like pillars of storytelling, like pacing, character development, stuff like that.
For me in particular, since we're talking about anime specifically, I said something. You know what I mean? Yeah. The ones that have like a lot of filler and stuff.
Okay.
For me, I think that kind of affects how I view it holistically.
Oh yeah, 100%.
If I have to skip around, I'm literally cutting out like excess. Yeah. So I'm like, how does that affect, like, I guess, damn, this show would be goated, but there's so much filler. Does that factor into the?
Oh yeah, I think so. Right? Like, there's like a show. I'm trying to think of a show that's like I think is good, but y'all know the Boruto, right? So Boruto. This is the thing about the Boruto series, right? From that first movie / like the beginning arc where they fought Homeboy, I knew it was going to be good. So they already planted great plot, right?
Okay.
Now, did I watch every single filler episode? Hell no.
Of course not.
There was some times where I let the whole season run. I watched the peak of it and be like, okay, cool, I got what I got. Yeah. But the story is still there, and I know the story is going to keep being there. That's why I keep coming back to it.
Another thing with that, too, though, to me, is, like, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they were just like, I'm assuming if you're watching Boruto, you watch Naruto, you watch Shippuden, you're already this deep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't stop now.
You know, I feel like at that point, similar to, like, One Piece, like, that's another one. That show is I can't even wrap my head around getting to the.
It's a commitment, bro.
Bro, it's a part-time job. You know what I mean? Like, it is. Like, you pretty much, that's like a child now. You have to spend time with this child. You have to spend a considerable amount of time.
That's a fact.
So, like, to the ones that are actually doing it, like starting like now, even if you started anywhere past the 1,000 episode point, my God, more power to you, because you're a special person. Because I could never, personally, bro.
True.
Did you guys?
One Piece right now, I'm taking an intermission from One Piece currently. I got up to I'm like 200 episodes in, maybe.
Sheesh.
200 episodes in.
That's a dent.
Yeah, but I also want to, because we do the anime podcast, I want to be a part of the conversation. So some of the stuff I look at as like homework almost, where it's just like, all right, I'm going to have to get this done and I'm going to have to catch up, because if this many people like it, then there's something to it.
I feel like that's a very mature way to look at it, low key.
Yeah, so for me, it's like, all right. So to answer your first question about like filler and stuff and how it affects anime ranking, it depends on if I can not watch the filler or not. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So when I saw Black Clover, I was able to skip a lot of the filler. So for me, it's like, yo, this is dope. And people were like, what about the filler? Never saw it. Out of sight, out of mind. Doesn't matter to me.
Fair enough. That's fair.
Okay. But when I was watching Naruto and I couldn't skip the filler, I was like, all right, it's not that great. But then when I stopped and went straight to the manga and just came back to the canon part, I was like, yo, this is fire.
See, the thing with that is people were telling me, yo, bro, just go on Reddit. They tell you where, you can skip around. I'm like,
oh, yeah.
I need a map to watch this show.
Yeah.
Like, this is kind of, you know what I mean? Like,
there's whole websites now.
That's my thing is like low barrier for entries or like my thing is like, all right, like my favorite, some of my favorite shows, like let's just say besides like the ones that, we will talk about later, a show like Dead Man Wonderland.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Very easy to watch.
Very easy to watch.
Yeah.
12, 13 episodes. What was another one that I really enjoyed? Steins Gate.
I haven't seen that, but I want to watch it.
It's pretty good. I never watched the second season, but I'm going to. Tokyo Ghoul, up until a point. Definitely up until a point. You got to throw that in there.
Yes,
those kinds of shows, shorter ones, you know what I mean? And I'm able to like really wrap my head around.
Yeah.
Like, I guess there's the level of like world building that's probably going to be absent from that, because you're dealing with a considerably shorter time period. But for me, it's just like, all right, can I get down with the characters? Cool. All right, that's all I really need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the type of person that I am. Another one, was it Beyond the Boundary, I believe it's called? Have you guys ever seen that one?
I haven't seen it.
That one is smooth. If you guys watch that, it's like 12 episodes. Came out maybe sometime like 2012, 2013. That's when I was like on my heaviest. I was just watching things like relentlessly because I had nothing but time.
I remember those days. I remember I used to just Google anime like blank. Anime like Yu Yu Hakusho. Anime like Naruto.
Ooh, how do y'all feel about that?
Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yes.
Love it. My favorite.
Okay.
Goated, as far as I'm concerned.
Respectable.
Oh, how do I feel about it?
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. It's like in the top 10.
Top 10.
But honestly, so this is my opinion on Yu Yu Hakusho. I wish there was a little bit more flavor to it.
What do you mean by that?
Like,
what do you mean by that?
it might just be a testament of the time and where it's from, like as an anime.
Because it had flavor, bro. My man Yusuke, he was outside.
Nah, he definitely was outside, threatening to, you know what I'm saying, do things that we probably shouldn't say.
I'm not going to retract my take, but let me put my take and say I would like to see Yu Yu Hakusho reanimated and sped up. I don't think it needs to be that long. Like it could probably be like a 48 episode anime.
48, I don't know.
48.
Bro, they was in the freaking spirit ship for like 10 years. Like,
wait, what?
They was in the tournament arc for like 10 years.
They were in the tournament arc for a little, yeah.
Which one though? The one with
the dark tournament.
The dark tournament.
That one with Toguro?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that one right there. That was like a whole like 50 episodes.
We didn't need to see the kid with the yo-yos fight.
Yeah.
Some of that can be like snipped. You know?
Okay.
I'd say it good. I'd say like 75.
I was gonna say 80, like a 80.
So if you could reanimate Yu Yu Hakusho, you make it 80 episodes.
I think it could be done in 80 episodes.
Yeah, 80's healthy. I feel like what number did you say again, Jigwa?
I said 48.
48.
Nah, 48 is tough. 48 is tough.
That's 4 seasons. We chilling.
When you put it like that, yes, but it's like, I feel like.
But each season is 12 episodes.
Yeah, so just give us a beautiful episode each time.
Nah, we need, because.
That last Toguro fight, it took a while. But I feel like I didn't mind it.
I like the emotional buildup of Yu Yu Hakusho, bro. If you made it 12 episodes, when Toguro killed Genkai, spoiler, if you haven't seen it, it came out in the 90s. That's on you.
30
that's your fault for missing it.
Come on now.
You got decades.
Facts. When Toguro killed Genkai, bro, having like the space between the episodes, like it made you feel it more.
Oh no, that's fair.
It made you feel it more. And so I feel like if it was 12 episode seasons, Genkai's death would be like, it'd be like that.
Certain things wouldn't have.
Or really seeing when, sorry to cut you off, but when Yusuke was taken into Spirit Wave, I don't know if it needed to be as many episodes as it was, but at least like two or three episodes of him going through that like really makes you feel that. You feel me?
What was your favorite fight from Yu Yu Hakusho?
Favorite fight? That's a good question.
Probably the last fight.
Him versus Yomi with the ears.
Yeah. Oh, that was
the blind dude. That was fire. Him versus Sensui hit me.
Oh, that was fire too.
When he headbutted him through a mountain, that was wild.
Different. My son was built all kinds of different. Like, yo, I think it only made sense. It's the most anime thing ever that in the heat of, you know what I mean, defeat, it turns out that, oh my God, his great-great-great-grandfather just happens to be the most anime thing ever. But I'm not going to lie. I enjoyed it, though. I enjoyed it. Like, I guess to a certain extent, I don't really... A lot of things were kind of based off of the foundations of the shows that were created around this time. So, I mean, me not really knowing much about anime more so than anything, I didn't know that this would just be a running trope going forward. So I guess when I watch it, I'm able to kind of contextualize it. But now that I'm older, it's like, oh man, they pulled that out of there beyond something crazy. But, you know, I enjoyed that one a lot. I would say that one. Some of the shorter fights were just wicked too. Like when he first unleashed that, you know, Dragon of the Dark Flame.
God. It was over for everybody.
Oh man, different,
bruh,
different. Different.
Nah, that was fire. Or even Kurama had some firefights.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, for sure.
Kurama
was out here.
had some-
Kurama was my number one.
Yo,
He was my number one for like the whole season when I first watched it as a
Really?
kid. Yeah.
Okay.
I was team Kurama for sure.
Kurama was cool because he had that whip. I'm like, my boy out here.
Rose whip.
Rose whipping.
Rose whipping. Nah, my boy's a hip hop.
We reached 20 minutes.
Yo, Kurama was out here pimping these hoes.
With the red hair.
Where's my money, bitch?
Ciao.
Bitch, I'm better than you. No way. That show was really good. All right, so what do you compare that with Hunter?
Hunter?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, Yu Yu Hakusho is always going to be my favorite, and a big part of it, I'm not scared to admit, is nostalgia. Like, it was one of those animes when I first started watching, I was like, yo, this is hitting.
Yeah.
But I love Togashi. I think he's just an amazing storyteller.
Right.
So for me, it's like, yo, Hunter x Hunter is close. But for me, it's and I see things. I'm not gonna be like Yu Yu Hakusho did it absolutely the best, no issues.
Yeah.
I seen things that Yu Yu Hakusho has done that Hunter x Hunter has done better,
right? Because
Togashi got better through time.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm still like Hunter x Hunter. Yu Yu Hakusho stays close to my heart.
It's on the shoulder of giants. You know. Mm-hmm. What would you say?
Man, wrong person to ask.
Yeah, this man hates Hunter x Hunter.
I was.
Really?
But like, look, I respect Hunter x Hunter for what it did for shonen anime.
Okay.
I think that it had established a good platform for what shonen anime can be completely. You know, from beginning to I guess where it's at right now, because that's where it stopped. They highlighted every single anime trope. They gave us better tournament arcs. They gave us better power scaling. They gave us better character development for shonen characters. I think that it pushed the envelope for the entire genre as a show.
Okay.
But because it hasn't finished yet, and I don't know the full story, sometimes I feel like it's just missing something.
It's missing a lot.
Like, it's missing a lot. Like, I think that I have a lot of things built. Like, they built a house. But there ain't no furniture in that house.
No furniture in that house.
We got like one
bro.
couch and one TV, looking like a Bushwick apartment. You feel me? Like,
Oh my god.
invited Shorty over, just got the mattress and Netflix. What's up?
It's minimalist, people. Come on now.
This mattress on the ground, no bed frame.
Marie Kondo came through, looked at the script like, we don't need this. We don't need this. Take that away. Hisoka, keep him.
That I will talk more about that later. We'll talk more about Hunter, but Hunter was like a undertaking for me because I had watched it with somebody. So when we watch it with somebody, it's a little bit easier to get through something because y'all kind of are doing it. Something that y'all do together. Yeah. For me, like watching something with more than 100 episodes, my god. But I think that if I was gonna do it with any show, I'm glad I did it with that one because. I don't know. For me, to a certain extent, I love how it starts out with it just being about the kids.
Yeah.
Before it starts to scale, it really gave me similar vibes to Dragon Ball, and that's definitely like by that's not by mistake because I know they said like Goku and Krillin are the main characters of Dragon Ball. Goku, Krillin, Gon, Killua.
I never even thought about that.
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't even look into it. That's like, crazy.
Two little boys who got power, who just, you know what I mean? And some finds themselves in some type of tournament, you know what I mean? Because why not? But I definitely liked how it started out, but also like the back characters, like it's not back characters, but the side characters.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kurapika and
Leorio, all them. Yeah.
All I'm about to, Leorio, they scummed Leorio, boy.
They definitely did.
Scum that, brother. Yeah. It's tough, but I mean, everybody can't get that shine.
He got one hit in though, right?
Yeah, he got a little something, but I'm gonna just leave it at this. I'm gonna just say this, just in case anybody ain't watch it. Shovel, bro. Shovel.
Yeah.
He brought a shovel, bro. Yeah. That dude is to me, that's my favorite character in that whole.
Kurapika?
Yes. Yes. Because
he the one, bro.
He really like. It's rare that I see a character in an anime who isn't necessarily trying to be I'm gonna be the strongest. Everybody's intention is to be the strongest, obviously, but it's like, no, I have a goal in mind and I won't stop until I get that completed.
That's a fact. I'm getting my get back.
True.
True.
And he got it in the most savage. Like respectfully, we over the 20 minutes, right?
Yeah, we're good.
He looked like a bitch. He literally looks like a bitch.
Facts.
But he's like, but I'm gonna beat your ass like a man, though, bro. Nah, that's
a fact.
I love Kurabi Cap.
You know what's crazy is that, like, you know, I feel like Kishimoto tried to copy that same storyline and put that into Sasuke. But then Itachi stopped him mad quick. He was like, bro, you're not built that way. I don't know who you thought you was, but you're not Kurapika, nigga. You're not avenging your clan.
Yeah. Oh, nah, that is true. Oh, my God.
Because Sasuke had a whole plan. He was like, all right, bro, I'm going to get strong. I'm going to hit this nigga with a Chidori, bro. I got my Sharingan. It's on sight. Nigga, why your Sharingan look different? What? Nigga, what? Oh, it's over. It's game over after that.
Nigga, illusion. Nigga, what? I'm an illusion?
You know what I heard about? I heard Kishimoto killed Itachi because he said he liked him too much.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And that's so weird. Like, I've never written anything extensively. I've tried my hand at writing and stuff, but never like a whole world and story. But it's so interesting to just hear a writer pick favorites in this thing that he created.
Yeah, and get rid of them.
His favorite's not even the main character. It's just somebody else.
You know why though? Kind of think about it. Like, imagine like you writing 10 characters.
Yeah.
And maybe the main person was supposed to be the one you're supposed to fall in love with.
Yeah.
But when your brain hit that little peak and you land on character 7, it's like, this character's getting all the sauce. You feel me? Sorry, main character. I'm giving all the sauce to Krillin, bro. Like, Krillin getting the baddest wife.
He definitely. Oh, I ain't gonna front. Bulma's pretty bad. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, we team Bulma over here.
We team Bulma.
That's facts.
Now, you know what's funny? Like, I remember I seen this one picture. It was like Vegeta's source of power. And it was like the hyperbaric chamber. And all that. And it was like Goku's source of power, and it was a picture of Akira Toriyama. Like, bro, it's so nuts how
Goku's just plotted, bro.
Vegeta gets scummed so consistently.
That's a fact.
It's like you must have a dislike for Vegeta at this point because I remember was it Resurrection of F?
Yeah.
Bro. The way that he got violated in that, it was almost like he was almost trolling everybody just to be like, no, not today. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like.
Or when Beerus smacked his wife and then fucked him up.
Oh, nah, but he got a little.
He got some mixing. My Bulma. Yeah, he got his mixing.
Not the my Bulma. Nah, my son punched him. My son was like, eat that. Nah, that's funny as hell, man. Yeah. I gotta watch Super. I didn't watch Super like in its entirety, but my brother is a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. Yeah. You know what I mean? We started watching it when it aired on Toonami. Yeah. So, you know, I was a toddler, so you could barely remember like plot points and stuff like that. I feel like for me at least, I figured out most of Dragon Ball Z from playing Tenkaichi.
Same. That's how I learned the story. That's how I knew there was a story.
Yeah,
bro. I didn't know anime had a story at that point. I thought it was just like, you know, cartoons.
Well,
like
Dragon Ball Z doesn't have
plot.
much, but you know what I mean.
Oh, true.
You know what I mean,
bro. That's a fact, son.
Yeah.
Like our name is keeping it 9,000, and it's from Dragon Ball. It's over 9,000, but like. Dragon Ball is not great story writing, to be honest with you.
Probably the worst. Yeah. Maybe the worst.
But like, we love it nonetheless.
Yeah, I feel like what it does well, it does well.
Yeah.
And stories is not one of those things, bro. But you know, it's funny. Somebody actually said something that kind of made me have to like really look back and really try to question it. They were like, yo, Dragon Ball is technically a better show than Dragon Ball Z. I'm like,
interesting.
In a sense, I can understand it because I think that it has more like elements to create an interesting world and story. They have humor. They have more side characters who actually play a part in what actually goes on in the story, as opposed to being, you know, they got regulated to, you know what I mean, background singers getting fucked up by Cybermen. Like, get the fuck. Like,
they did Yamcha
dirty, bro.
Yamcha, Yajirobe, Tien. Bro, Tien was supposed to be top 5, bro.
Yeah,
son.
They violated. I guess you just had to go a different direction. Well, I mean, he probably was just freestyling his whole shit.
Honestly, it felt like that. He was just like, honestly, it's just Goku and Vegeta time. The rest of y'all.
Apparently, they said that when he made Z, he called it Z because Z's the last letter. Goku died because he was really supposed to die. But they just it was like, the streets need that. Come through with you. You know what I'm saying? So he just started doing.
Got some Goku on you?
You got some Goku on you.
I mean, Gohan became the most shelved character in existence.
Son.
Shelved. Put away. Never touched again. Never grown.
They're like, we'll give you some shine in a movie 20 years later.
Oh my God. How was that? Was it good? Because I didn't get to see it.
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10?
6 out of 10. I mean, I just hate CGI for Dragon Ball.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I think story was okay.
Okay.
Yeah, story was okay, but animation was bad. So animation is important to me. So that's why it's losing 4 points. Yeah.
I mean, to me, that's the Cell arc is the best arc in Dragon Ball. To me,
that's 10 out of 10 right there. That's a perfect arc.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I guess it's literally the only arc where Goku isn't the, you know what I mean, the grand savior. But I think that in itself had, even if it's just something relatively subtle, because most of the notes of the, you know what I mean, the arc kind of is similar to other ones. That alone spoke volumes for what the show was trying to do at that time, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, only for them to just do the same shit right after. They just do the, that was cool, but we need that Goku back. You know what I'm saying? But oh man, that's classic. Shout out to Dragon Ball Z, man.
Quick question for you, change the topics a little bit. We brought up Bulma and like anime shorties and whatnot. What I want to know is, what is your experience with being an anime fan, but also like being a young man outside on the world and dating and whatnot? Like, do you feel like the two ever interconnect? Do you feel like the women that you date are into anime, or do you feel like they have issues with it?
No, I was in like a relationship for like a decent amount of time, and we watched
together.
That's
always nice. Yeah,
that was lit. I watched Hunter with her. You know what I mean? That was absolutely lit. It was cool. She would tell me about things. I would tell her about things. So that was lit. I think we're blessed in a sense because the previous anime fans kind of had to crawl so we could kind of whoop. Like,
they went through it.
Like, now anime is right next to, I mean, they might have passed like American cartoons at this point.
American cartoons? I'd say so.
Like, I say that, I don't know when. I won't try to put an exact. Maybe post 2010s, I'll say that it kind of became more commonplace because of things like streaming services
100%.
and whatnot. So mad girls watch anime.
Yeah.
And at the very least, even the girls that don't watch anime, I think there was a time where it's like, you watching Japanese cartoons, nigga? Ew. You know what I'm saying? If they're not into it now, it's not necessarily like a deal breaker.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there was a time where if you was caught watching that.
I'm not gonna lie, it's still a deal breaker for some girls. I told this story on the podcast before. There was this one girl who I was talking to, and I brought her back to my crib. And she saw my Roadcaster right over here. And she was like, oh, what's that for? And I was like, oh, it's for, I do a podcast with my best friend. And she was like, oh, what's it about? I go, it's about anime. What she said was, oh, mouth drop. Like, that was her reaction. Oh.
That's so lame. Though.
Yeah, and I looked at her, I was like, I'm into what I'm into. If you're not into it, that's fine. Like, we don't have to talk about it, but like, this is just what it is.
Yeah, I mean, the same way that I feel like I had a girl actually tell me, she's like, yeah, every guy's into anime. I told her, like, yeah, maybe nerdy, but I'm into anime. So, oh, no, don't worry, every guy's into anime. Just like every girl's into astrology. We all got our things, or reality television. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Nah.
We all have our, you know what I mean? At least with this one, there's story, there's messages behind it.
At least it's art, you know.
This is actually art, like, you know what I mean? I'm a better person because I watched this, bro. Like how else was I gonna learn about the power of friendship? You know what I'm trying to say?
That's a fact.
It wasn't through your leading house of Mercury, Venus, Scorpio.
Okay, like, all right, come on. But yeah, would you say that there's been, like, barring that specific situation, I don't know how it ended, but like, would y'all say it's been kind of like a deterrent?
It depends. For me, it's not the first thing I bring up because sometimes I'm worried, like, not worried, but sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to have to explain to somebody that, yo, you could be a decent person and like watch anime.
Imagine that,
like I'll like explain it, that type of shit. But then like usually it always comes out at some point, and either they're like, oh, I don't watch it, but that's like interesting because I see that it's becoming super popular,
right?
Or they're just like, oh, actually, like I have friends that are interested in it, and I've been thinking about watching some shit too. So what are you watching? So I don't know. For me, it kind of goes maybe like 60-40.
She got to see the vibe first, and then it was like, oh yeah, by the way, you know what I'm saying? Just throw that in there. Once she likes you. You know what I mean? You're kind of in the clear.
Oh yeah, and the shorty that I was mentioned earlier. Best believe I still smashed, but it was just a little awkward in the beginning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He hit the median smash from Tekaishi. You heard?
Fucking Kamehameha shit.
Oh my God. It was over for them.
What about you, bro?
Me, I'm trying to remember. I mean, I've had a relationship for a year now. I mean, this current relationship, did I tell her from the start? Yeah, I told her from the start that I had an anime podcast. And she was just like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But previous women, I think I've never gotten a bad result from it. But, there always has been like, why do you like that? Because some girls would be like, you don't look like the type who watches anime. I'm like, what is the type who watches? Explain that to me, because I need to correct you on this shit.
I love Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah. Bro, our last episode, bro.
Yeah, I'm not beat to have this to say.
Yo, bro, so I've been trying to tell him, I'm like, yo, like, to be honest, anybody could like anime just the same way anybody could like whatever the fuck you like.
Yeah.
Right? You like makeup. There's probably someone who like makeup who don't look like they like makeup. You feel me? Like, you can't read a book by its cover, but
that's a fact.
For the most part, it hasn't been bad. But I do have like a lot of female friends, and they tell me like, yo, like, it can be a deterrent if that's all a person cares about. You feel me?
Oh man, so let's just do a little PSA. Yo, if you are an otaku, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
But be a well-rounded person while doing so.
Correct. Exactly. Have other interests. Yes. I mean, obviously, if anime is one of my biggest interests, but
we here
do a lot. We just do a lot of other things, and like put yourself out there, shower.
Oh my God, I didn't want to be that guy. I'm like, I went to Anime NYC. I'm just saying. I don't need to say too much.
But yeah, just like be well-rounded.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Be well-rounded, and like I think that if you love being an otaku, there's nothing wrong with it. But like, don't also force it down people's throats as well. 100%. Because like for me coming up, that was my problem with like a lot of like real otaku heads. They'd be like, "Oh, you watch anime, but you don't blah." I'm like, "Oh, here we go." Like I gotta get gate capped and freaking told rules and lessons. Yeah. I just want to watch the shows, bro.
Yeah, nah. And I don't think I was ever the person to do that. But like, if anybody ever tried that shit with me, it's just kind of like, bro, you like what you like. I like what I like.
Exactly.
I mean, like this. I feel like I have so many interests, so it's like I may not be as deep. Like I mean, I feel like I'm outclassed by y'all, low key. Really? Y'all are like well-rounded, like well-rooted in the traditions and the values of anime. I feel like I'm just like. Yeah, I watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's like a scale to it.
There's a scale. Yeah. You know what I mean? I've watched enough and I've watched long enough to have like an idea of what I like and stuff.
100%.
But I mean, if I would just sit here and quiz me.
Ooh.
wait, where do you think you are on the, I guess like on the anime fandom scale from F being the lowest to S rank being the highest?
I'll say.
Where do you think you are?
B.
You're B rank?
I think I'm a B rank. Solid B rank.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty good ranking because we're the same.
Yeah, I would say we're B.
Yeah, we're like B rank.
That's not like S is like you got to know everything.
It gets. There was a time. Where I was there, but it's like I feel like from the time where I was at my most rooted in it, the industry has just expanded so much.
It's crazy now.
It's so much going on at any given time.
The breadth and depth is crazy.
How can you keep up with everything, bro?
Facts.
And I sometimes just want to rewatch some of the things I've already watched. I probably shouldn't, but it's like, man, if I want to watch, Samurai Champloo for the 40th time, don't judge me.
That's a fact. If I got to rewatch that fight a few times, you know what I'm saying? Run that back.
That's a fact.
Man. That's just, that's how I'm at. So
I feel you.
Definitely, people are keeping me in the know about things because I have a bunch of friends who just have, they may not even be super duper into different things, but they might like something that I haven't heard of, and they'll put me on, watch it. Oh, I like it. You know what I'm saying? Like Tokyo Revengers is one of those shows.
Hell yeah.
I got the recommendation, and it was similar to, what was that other show? Erased. It kind of had
Erased, with the time travel aspect.
But I'm like, much better. Much better.
You think it better than
Erased?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I liked it better than Erased. Because, I don't know, I think that...
Is it the boxing?
It's partially that. Yeah. It's partially that.
Because Erased, they kids, they're not boxing. They're just running away from this killer.
Yeah. But like, it was weird because I feel like that year was crazy because I watched it last year. It was a crazy time because I'm watching different types of protagonists that I never would have thought I'd like so much.
Yeah.
Takamichi is a Takabitchy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Bro is a
100%.
whole bitch. And it throws me off like consistently that my son used to throw hands back in the day. He went back in time. He just don't know what the fuck. I'm like, bro, you don't know how to throw no hands no more, B. You don't even gotta be nice at it. You just gotta be able to throw your shit,
somebody, bro.
You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
But I like Takamichi because he has a lot of heart.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's one thing I say. Whatever he lacks in skill and ability to defend oneself, he makes up for it in a heart. You know what I mean? So that was one of the things. And also, too, I always liked the gang stuff. Like, I don't know if you guys ever read that book in like middle school, The Outsiders.
Oh, yeah, I read The Outsiders.
It was just, it kind of gave me that vibe of Japanese. You know what I mean? The Japanese Outsiders. Like, I read the book. I have the movie. I actually watched the movie recently. So, gangs and shit like that. Like, old school gangs. Not like, you know what I mean? But, like, we about to gang up and we about to, like, link up and do a brawl or whatever the case is. That shit was always kind of just cool.
Meet
like,
at 3 p.m.
Meet at 3 p.m.
Like Warriors type shit.
That is,
Real gangster stuff.
I used to watch that movie every Christmas. It was a Christmas tradition, bro.
Warriors, come out and play.
Nah, that's a bona fide classic. I love that type of aspect, and I think that Tokyo Revengers hits that right on the head.
That's a fact.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, let's transition a little bit. All right, Lou. So you mentioned to us beforehand that you had your current top 5 anime list. Could you run it down for us real quick?
Okay, so it's kind of recency biased. The ones that are, I guess, there's no rank, but the ones who are like older, those are never gonna leave. But you know what I mean? Some of the other ones might interchange. But Tokyo Revengers, no, excuse me, not Tokyo Revengers. Look at that. Mob Psycho.
Yep.
Because it just completed, and seeing the transition from the beginning to the end, I'm like, I have to. This is really good. Ranking of Kings. Tears, I'm just saying tears. Death Note. Cowboy Bebop. I was gonna wear my Radical Edward sweater today, but I'm like, maybe I wanted to come dressed up for the pod. You know what I mean? So
Appreciate it.
And last but certainly not least, Full Metal Alchemist.
Let's
Brother,
get it.
my all-time favorite.
Let's get it. So of that list, what we're gonna do is we have quotes from each show. 5 quotes from each, not 5 quotes from each show, but 1 quote per show.
Yeah.
And we're gonna read a quote from the show, and you have to guess which of these animes it is.
Okay.
J. Qual, you want to hit it off first with the first one?
Yeah, I'll start off first. So, these are the times that will make you what you are. See that you are not deceived, whether by those around you, but more importantly, by yourself. End quote.
Consider yourself lucky, though. When I played this game with J. Qual, every answer that he got wrong, he got one to the dome.
Oh, man.
Wait, I ain't gonna front. We gotta do that for the content, dog. We gotta do it for the content, dog. Come on, bro. All right.
I feel bad, J. Qual. You could hold it.
Nah, bro, this is your job, bro.
Read it one more time, just so we can be. Come on.
And we'll even do you one better. We'll allow you one phone a friend for one of these quotes.
Okay.
All right.
You
You guys ready?
Yep.
Let's do it.
These are the times that will make you what you are. See that you are not deceived, whether by those around you, but more importantly, by yourself.
Oh, man. I already know this is going to be wrong, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say Death Note.
You've been a great guest. But you're wrong.
Okay.
Welcome to Keeping It 9,000. That was from Ranking of Kings.
Oh.
Babin, I think the character's name is.
Yeah, that was Babin from Ranking of Kings.
Oh, okay. Cool.
All right, since I'm reading, J. Qual, you're going to pull the trigger this time.
All right.
Oh,
All right. Man always thinks about the past before he dies, as if he were frantically searching for proof that he truly lived.
Oh.
You want to give it one more time?
Yeah,
or you think you got it?
one more.
run it back.
Man always thinks about the past before he dies, as if he were frantically searching for proof that he truly lived.
Full Metal?
Cowboy Bebop.
Oh.
All right, J. Quell.
Sorry.
0 for 2 right now. We doing spectacular. All right,
Kev.
I gotta get at least one of these. Man.
Yeah.
One of these.
Not gonna lie, I'm getting used to shooting you, bro.
Don't let him get used to that. He gets pretty jiggy with it, bro.
All right. Let me see.
All right, let's see.
Next one.
What was that last? That was Cowboy Bebop?
Cowboy Bebop, Jet Black, yep.
Okay. I never feel more human than when I'm fighting real monsters.
Jesus.
Kev's a monster for making these questions, is all I'm saying.
I thought I was taking it easy.
Nah, it's tough. Oh man, because I can think of an instance where it could apply in a few different shows, but
Also, keep in mind, including this one, you have 3 left,
3 left. Okay,
including this one.
so we've already gotten Cowboy Bebop out the way, so it's definitely not that.
We did
We've
Ranking
got
of
Ranking
Kings.
of Kings. Man, when in doubt, Full Metal. When in doubt, Full Metal.
You're right.
You're right.
There we go. Homunculus. That's what I was thinking. All right. Cool.
Here you go, J. Quell.
Got it.
That takes it. All right. All right, let's see.
So Full Metal is out of the. Okay, cool. All right.
If I'm going to be shacked by fear and brainwashed, I'd rather try to escape, even if it means I could die.
So Bebop's out of the way, Ranking of Kings is out of the way, Full Metal's out of the way, so it only leaves Death Note and Mob Psycho. So between those two, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Death Note.
You are wrong.
Oh!
It was Mob Psycho. And since you already know what this is gonna be, you have to guess the character that says this.
Okay, let's do this.
Oh.
It's gonna be you, J. Quell, reading that. Don't. Have you ever handed a gun to somebody?
No, clearly.
Thank you. It's gonna be. I believe it's number 4.
Okay. Laws aren't perfect because humans who created laws aren't perfect. It's impossible to be perfect. However, the laws are evidence of humans' struggle to be righteous.
So which Death Note character said that? We could make it multiple choice as well if that's helpful.
Give me just 2, 1 of 2. I'm pretty sure I have a strong idea of who said it, but I could be wrong.
All right. 1 of 2 is Ryuk or Soichiro Yagami.
Lights Pops. That's who that is, right? Lights Pops.
Yeah, you got it right. And honestly, I gave it away so hard because I was literally reading his name off of the quote.
So Ichiro.
I was like, so Ichiro.
I'm like, damn, Kevin, what the fuck?
That's tough.
Yeah.
I had a feeling because, like, from what I can remember, because it's been a while since I rewatched it, but, like, Light's dad was a pretty, like, morally driven kind of character.
Morally sound,
Morally sound, and
compared to Light.
It's like, and his offspring is just the world's biggest piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Egomaniac kind of motherfucker. But it's like, it was like endearing to see that. But yeah, shout out to his pops, man.
Yeah, but that was pretty good though. How many you got? You got
2 out of 5.
2 out of 5.
Did better than me,
Yeah.
bro.
How many?
I got
he
0.
Got
That's tough.
he just steady getting shot.
I haven't fallen in front and he got me shot.
Damn, I don't even know who to call it in these particular circumstances, man. That would have been tough.
It's tough.
All right, bro. Now we're transitioning over to our top 3.
Okay.
Basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask you anime-based questions, and it's gonna have you list your top 3 blank.
Okay.
So first thing we're gonna start off with is top 3 anime ass whoopings, and I don't mean fights. I mean top 3 moments in anime where somebody got their ass whooped,
Boxed out. Fight back.
Off rip, I have to do honestly, Broly versus anybody from the original DBZ movies. Like, my son took Trunks' head, put it in a fucking mountain, and started beating it further. Like, bro, this is a fully charged up fucking super roided out Super Saiyan and a child. We not talking. This would have been a bad ass whipping for anybody, but a child.
Yeah, that's
different.
Nah, that's a good
Wait, was
number
that
one.
Teen Trunks or Young Trunks?
Young Trunks.
Oh my god.
Young Trunks, bro. Like, bro, this is it's horrible, bro. I'm like, this is actually atrocious. I can't believe I watched this. I think it was Bio Broly, if I'm not mistaken.
Bio Broly,
okay. I think just because we talked about it, I'm gonna have to do the end of the Sensui fight. When I tell you oh my god, when his grandpa took over, or his great grandpa took over that DBL. My son was on
dead.
Literally demon time. Yeah. He was on demon time, bro. Legitimately bad.
The third.
Because Sensu died and he just kept going.
Yeah.
Spirit gun.
Yeah,
Yo.
different. Like ruthless. Like very ruthless. It's rare that I see somebody just get like aimlessly like beat down past the point of where they don't even pose a threat. They're just continuing. It's just horrible.
Grandpa said that's how we used to do it back in the days.
Back in my time.
Young bloods.
Y'all be letting people walk away and change their lives.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Heart stopped beating. We still hitting them.
His children will feel this one. Damn. Oh my god. I can just imagine him in the afterlife just.
It's like, yo, bro, your dad is fine. It's fine.
He got trauma from that shit. Jesus.
But then he meets the grandpa in the afterlife, and he's just like,
you ain't had that dog in you. Luckily, I did. Damn. Third ass whooping. Let me think. Let me think of the shows that I've watched. Oh man, I don't know why. Something else just came to mind. It was not an anime, but it was completely different. But this wasn't as brutal, but I'll just say just because of how fucking gangster it was and how outclassed he did it with. When Killua took the dude's heart out of his chest, like that was so. It was like so much restraint, but literally killing him in his process was ridiculous. Like, and he walked with it. He didn't like. I don't know. I think there's something to be said when somebody does something with the utmost ease. It just makes it so much more disrespectful.
That's a fact. And the dude came in so gangster too. He was like, I killed 30 women and children. Oh, yeah, I burned down houses. I'm just that.
Yep. Yep. Oh my God. But you know what? I'm gonna be a bitch, and I'm gonna take that back. Oh. I'm gonna be a bitch. I'll admit it. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't a singular ass beating, but just an onslaught of a whole army. When Fury Bradley fucked up the entire army to try to get to the roof of that the fortress that they were at.
Which anime?
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Yeah. Like literally single-handedly destroyed a whole army with just a sword.
Oh yeah.
Gangster. That's real. That was gangster as fuck. I have to say that.
That's a fact. Yo, Jay, how's the battery looking?
We're not even yellow yet.
Okay,
Beautiful.
What's the next top 3 there?
The next top 3 is going to be, so who are your top 3 anime shorties?
I knew it.
So, you know, your honeys, your anime wifeys, the ones you putting on your wall, get your car wrapped in them. Who you got?
Yeah. So, off of the rip, I don't usually rank things when I say this, but this is definitely ranked. Michiko Malandro, first and foremost, from Michiko and Hachin. Oh my God, bad Brazilian.
I'm gonna have to Google that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, fire.
I need that in my life. You know what I'm saying? I need to make a trip to Brazil or something like that.
So shorty.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Real.
Number 2, then again she's trifling too, but another trifling ass one. Faye Valentine. Oh man, I love me some Faye Valentine. She Valentine from Cowboy Bebop.
That's one anime that I still have yet to watch.
It's a pretty good one. It's stylish.
She the purple hair one?
Yes.
Okay.
Trifling, bro. Oh my God. But
don't trust these hoes.
You can't, bro.
Don't trust them.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't have to trust it to.
Don't gotta trust it.
I just need what I need.
And the last one, goddamn, who is somebody? I ain't gonna front. It's gonna be a little bit TMI. But I remember this was one time when I was watching. I was playing Tenkaichi, and when you would go to like the store to buy things, they would have Bulma with this hairdo. She had her hair up. She had the curls. I'm like, something in me awoken that day. You know what I'm saying?
Afro Bulma?
Yes.
Okay, I know you're talking about.
Oh, different.
Yeah, different, definitely. I have to go with her. And that particular, you know what I'm saying, set up for real, man. Word. Those are my 3.
Let's go. Let's get it.
That one?
Yeah, that's the one. Yo, come on, man. Looking real ethnic eyes. Yo, who did that? Who did that?
Yo, why she so
Who did that? Yo, and where can I buy it?
So real quick.
I get that as an NFT?
Right. The new Dragon Ball movie, right? Bulma got to make a wish on the Dragon Balls. So of course she made a wish for the homies. But Shonen was like, yeah, you got one more. She was like, oh really? Alright, let me get a BBL. And she got a BBL, bro.
That's wild.
Ain't no way.
She was like, I need to look like these young girls.
What? Oh my! I thought she was like, let me look young, but she actually okay. I mean,
she's like, I'm trying to be thick.
She didn't have to fly to the Dominican for that.
She didn't even have to fly. She didn't have to fly back on her stomach. God damn! Shout out to y'all, man.
And our last top 3 from you that we need from you is
your
top 3 anime worlds.
So this is because interesting or one that I would like to live in.
Ooh.
Because there's, you know what I mean? You talk about like worlds that are well built and stuff. That's one thing. But then I wouldn't want to go anywhere near those worlds, respectfully.
No, I feel you. Top 3 interesting anime worlds.
This is one. This is gonna be really weird, but this is one. It's this music anime that I watched called Kids on the Slope.
Fire anime.
Yeah, it's very grounded in reality, but it's so interesting to see how Japanese people at that time during like the 60s, how they responded to like jazz music, American jazz and stuff like that, and how they adopted it and started doing it their own. And if you know anything about like city pop and stuff like that, you know how they took it and ran with it, did their own thing with it. So
crazy.
Yeah, so that one was cool. I'd love to just be somebody just to see, you know what I mean, what it's like to just go to one of them jazz clubs or something like that. So that's one. One that's very well fleshed out, I must say, is I don't want to be that guy, but Sword Art. Sword Art has a very interesting world. I don't necessarily want to live there. I don't want to. Yeah, the permadeath. I'm trash at Warzone for that reason. That I don't even like it because I'm like I always die. So, last but not least, definitely, probably my favorite, Samurai Champloo. Samurai Champloo. That one. It's a hip hop samurai experience. Like you got Nujabes fucking beats playing. You got motherfuckers rapping and stuff like that. You got my son Mugen doing fucking breakdance moves and
while fucking people up.
Crazy. I love something with a sense of humor. Humor will do everything for me, and I think that show excels at that as well as the action aspects of it. You know, any show that like merges those two well is gonna be something that I enjoy.
That's awesome.
That's fire.
What about y'all? I don't know if y'all have answered that before. Have y'all?
Top 3 anime worlds.
Yeah.
That are well designed. I feel like we've answered what we want to live in. But well designed. That's definitely interesting.
Let's see. I'm curious, man.
Not gonna lie, I talk about this anime a bunch on this podcast. Kenichi.
Earth's Mightiest.
History's Mightiest.
It's sick.
Because it's an anime where it's just like you could be nobody, but you can be that nigga if you really try.
Yeah.
And I love that aspect of it.
Yeah.
So I would go with Kenichi as my first one. How about you?
I don't know, man. All the shit I like be scary. Like, I feel like I'm going to get. Honestly, though, I'm not gonna lie. This is a basic answer, bro. I would live in a Naruto universe, bro.
What time period does that take place in?
That's
the thing.
That's like 1960 to 2002.
Like,
all at once.
Radios and original Naruto, bro.
That shit just throws me for a loop because I'm like, everybody got sandals on, everybody got no kicks, but this motherfucker got like a little earpiece he talking to. I'm like, yo, do they got TVs? Like, it's a very
That's facts. And the third Hokage had to use a crystal ball to see what was going on. But motherfucker, you don't got cameras?
Yo, alright, bro. This shit didn't make no sense to me. I'm like, that's Naruto. You don't question it too much.
But I feel like I would love that because I mean, yeah, you don't gotta be the strongest ninja in the village.
Yeah.
But come on, man, you know you can get jiggy with some ninjutsu, bro. You feel me? Like you got order. Like you could be a regular person and still get jiggy unless you Rock Lee. You really
Yo, I was about to say I'll be a taijutsu specialist. You heard?
Can you get jiggy if you're a regular nigga? Remember that mailman that we saw in Boruto?
Oh yeah.
The fuck was he doing?
That's his problem.
Delivering mail like a regular ass person, and while the kids were helping them, they were jumping from roof to roof.
Wow.
Cutting his job down in like half the time.
You can just do mad shadow clones and just that is lame. That's easy. That's a horrible usage of, you know what I mean? It's inefficiency.
I mean, shit. I mean, I'm black, so I hope I'll be warning the Cloud Village at least. You know me? At least there, everybody look like they put it in work.
Yeah.
Leaf Village though, I don't know. Some people they retired, started selling ramen.
Yeah, the quiet life. You know what I mean?
The quiet life.
Rurouni Kenshin has an interesting world.
Yes.
Scared to live there, bro.
Terrifying. I don't think I live there. Interesting world though. I just I'm like you in the sense of like old sword fighting animes with like samurais.
Yeah.
Right. That always hooked me.
You heard about the new?
Yeah, the new one.
You excited?
Yeah, I'm super excited. Surprised that it's a thing because you know the mangaka is a weirdo. But
is he?
Yeah, he was clouded.
CP, bro.
Yeah. Surprised that it happened, but nonetheless, the show's great.
Right. Okay. All right. So you said Naruto. You said
Kenichi and Rurouni
Kenshin.
I don't know if you ever seen what's that? It's a movie. Oh God! Wait, bro.
Movies. I'm like,
it's.
Now that you brought up movies, a lot of
it is. What, bro? I always talk about this movie too, bro.
You're talking about what's that shit?
It's the one who
Paprika.
Not Paprika. The one who made the Digimon movies, but it's his own individual joint.
The Tech that might be. I don't know. I think I know who you're talking about, but I can't be. The more recent Digimon movies, right?
Perfect Blue.
Not older, like the 2000s ones.
Oh, okay. So maybe I'm not.
Yeah, it's. Oh my God, bro! Let me just pull it up real quick.
I pulled up my phone. Thick Bomo.
I'm like, yo, you can't go wrong with Thick Bomo. You know?
That's crazy though.
Yo, listen, for my birthday, I need a girl. I'm just saying, I just need somebody.
This is a shorty just cosplaying.
Yeah, boy. What I tell you, man, that would be the greatest. That'd be the greatest man ever. After that, I'd literally pick you up from work. I don't even like feet. I massage feet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Summer Wars.
Yes. That was a good one. I did like that one. Like that one.
I would love to live in that world because, I mean, everything would just happen on the computer. So, you know,
right.
For the most part, your regular life is chill. You just got to be that man, like, why you logged in, you feel me?
Yeah.
So life would be good, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, this world is fucked up. I would never live there, but I still think it's so interesting. And the anime's coming back soon. Dr. Stone.
Oh, that is a very unique world. I will say that. That's a very unique world.
Nah, Dr. Stone, I just fucked with it. Especially, like, I'm excited for this next season because we get to see them, like, branch out way, like, further into the world.
Okay.
Like, you just saw them in that one forest, but now, from where we left off last season, Senku is switching locations. I'm excited to see what that looks like.
I was curious if anybody was going to say that. What's that show? The Promised Neverland.
Promised Neverland?
That's horrible. That's literally the worst world.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Tokyo Revengers. There we go.
Oh, that is He got it.
Because you know what?
You grew up in that world.
That's no different. Except I went with the uniform on.
I would have had a bike. You know what I'm saying? We would have just been throwing hands. It would have, like, you know what I'm saying? In the event that it got really too rocky, you know what I'm saying? Someone had a burner. Someone had a burner. Someone had a poker. They had pokers too, but they really shoot hands before they'll do that. You know what I'm saying?
They got a pipe.
That was
they give you a pipe to the
crazy.
Yeah, the fact that they be pulling out pipes out of nowhere is crazy. Like, imagine, I don't understand how they be.
We grew up in the Bronx. Niggas was walking around with canes for no reason.
But where are you finding a pipe?
Hey, not for nothing. No, I'm gonna tell you a story, man. I had a homie who went to school with some African dudes, and he said, yo, they went to a club, and they checked them in the club, boom, they got through, whatever. They're in the club, something breaks out, he said, I look over to my left, one of my homies pulled a machete out of his pants.
Son.
Oh, that's actually, yeah.
Like, you got checked! How did that get by, bro?
They did not check everywhere.
They did not.
There are some locations you cannot click on.
Nah, that's the type of guy you would have around, though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You gotta keep Kwame's number on hand. You never know, bro. Shout out to that guy. You know what I'm saying? That is funny though. Tokyo Revengers definitely has like a really interesting world. I should have named that one. I was actually.
That's a bad.
He's thinking.
Okay, yes, sir. All right, what's a slept on anime that you love, but you feel like other people don't really know about it?
Can I break the rules a little bit?
Feel free.
So I have two.
Yeah.
Space Dandy.
Space Dandy. Okay. Break it down for us a little bit. What's it about?
It's an episodic show that just talks about just silliness from episode to episode. Everything is a little bit different. The art style will be a little bit different depending on the episode too. It's another show made by Shinichiro Watanabe, the creator of Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo. It's in that similar vein. Essentially, I think it actually takes place in the same world as Cowboy Bebop because they actually use woolongs as well as currency. But yeah, the thing with it is he's a bounty hunter who's not very good at what he does. He's always trying to find. There's a place called Boobies? It's literally a space strip club.
Nice.
They always going to Boobies. He's obsessed, but he got no real riz. He finds himself on these different worlds, and he gets into these different shenanigans every episode. The way it ends is I don't know if anybody's ever gonna watch it. It ends on some really it kind of is it's some high concept shit. I'm gonna just leave it at that. And if you really get to the details behind it, it's really weird. It kind of blends reality to a certain extent. So I definitely say watch that. Michiko and Hanshin. Okay. That one is another one. If you notice anything about a lot of my favorites, they're episodic. Not all of them, but oftentimes. Yeah. That's another show. It's episodic. It's about a woman who it takes place in Brazil, which I also have to point out because that's that informs the lifeblood of the show. The flavor of it is created by its location. It's about a woman who reconnects with her long lost daughter, and now they have to look for her dad, and she is very much a Brazilian woman. She got the attitude. She don't play that bullshit. She's driven. She's very much focused on getting to what she wants, and she's not taking shit from nobody. And the music is really good too. I'm a big music guy in anything that I watch. It's jazzy and stuff. Nice. Reminds me of Cowboy Bebop in a sense, or Baccano for those who watch that. Kind of has that kind of flavor to it. But that's one that not nearly enough people have seen. But you see the picture of the person, I feel like people are oftentimes they'll be able to recognize them because a lot of girls use it as their avatars and their profile pics because she's just bad. She's a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? She's a bad bitch. What can you do? You know what I mean?
From Brazil, bro.
Yes, you know what I mean?
Did you watch it subbed or dubbed?
I watched it dubbed.
Did they have Brazilian accents?
No.
Thank God, bro. That's the dumbest sounding accent I've ever heard.
Whoa. Yo.
Have you heard the Brazilian accent in English?
No. Yeah.
It's very
Yeah, it's
I'm going to the store today to get some groceries.
It's very sing-song. Their tonality is different because it's Portuguese. It's sort of their tonality in that language is different.
It's very,
I like it. I kind of like that, but I go for it. You know what I mean? Because you imagine I made you for that. Thank you.
I don't know. I'm not. It just for me. I'm yo, pick a toe. Stick with it. Shout out to my Brazilians.
Shout out to my Brazilians, Brazil. Shout out to City God. If you ever see that here.
But you ever think would you ever like your favorite anime if they had a different dub? You know what I'm saying? Say for example, if let's go Yu Yu Hakusho for example. If Yu Yu Hakusho had a New York dub,
I would love it more. I know that.
Or no, actually no. Let's give it a. If Yu Yu Hakusho had a British dub.
What type of British dub?
I don't know, what's that Peaky Blinders type of
You're messy.
You're messy. You pull him away. Come on.
That's
pull up, isn't it?
Yo, it would be so weird. I feel like that would. I feel like having a dub with an English accent would be cool if I didn't know the show already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just about anything that'd be different from what I know is kind of like clipped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but like if it was a completely new show that I've never watched and everybody had legitimate English accents, it would be kind of cool. You know what I mean? If it makes sense to the story, of course. Like if they're like in the heat of Japan and they just got English accents, I'm just like,
Like Black Butler has British accents.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It makes sense. It's
Right,
a cool dub. Yeah.
right. I gotta watch that. I've actually heard good things about Black Butler. All the black shows, Black Butler, Black Lagoon, you know what I'm saying? All those shows, I've heard good
Black
things.
Clover.
Silence.
That's crazy. Yeah. It is a black show, then. You know what I mean? I spoke too soon. Maybe I gotta revisit that for the one time. Maybe I gotta give you the synopsis. Give you like 5 episodes and I'll let you know how I'm feeling about
It's
it.
all good.
Yeah.
So when,
great fights.
if you could dub your favorite anime with your voice, what anime are you dubbing and which character are you going to be? Or characters. You know, sometimes they dub like 3 characters.
Yeah, they be like 4 or 5 characters.
Sabbath, yeah.
Oh man. Cowboy Bebop has an iconic dub. I feel like I don't know if I would have the tonality to do the main character, Spike Spiegel's voice. But neither did the dude who played him in the live action show. So there's that. But that show wasn't that bad. I just want to say that. It wasn't as bad as people made it out to be. It wasn't all that great, but it wasn't really bad either. It was kind of mid. Sheesh. Yo. There's something about, I don't know, now that you say Yu Hakusho, yo, Yusuke said some of the most out-of-pocket shit that I wish I could say if I knew I could beat everybody's ass. So I think maybe, I don't know, that might be interesting. I think
one line, I don't care if she's a man or a woman, I'll still knock her ass out.
Still knock her ass out. On second thought, I don't know. It was like she walked out, she was bad as fuck. Nah, that's funny as hell. That's hilarious. Yeah, I think I do Yu Hakusho. I'll probably play Yusuke. I could be a thought and be like, I won't play Hiei too, but that's too much. You're just doing too much. So I'll let that. But it'd be cool if I could do Yusuke and Kuwabara though. Because Kuwabara, like, you know, I watch it with the dub.
Yeah.
You're messy. The fucking dude, like, you know what I'm saying? So doing something like that, and you brought up the New York accent, I'm like, having like New York accents.
You're a messy.
Yo, that ass, my nigga, you fucked my village up, and I'm not jacking that, bro. Like, bro, could you imagine? That'd be so lit. Now, I think that'd be cool. Yu Hakusho. That's what I'm going with.
That's right.
What about y'all?
Ooh, fucking dub and anime.
I watch some shit that I love dub. I love dub.
Or maybe something you did, well, I don't know if you finished something you didn't like, but like maybe you think you could do a better job.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Something I could do a better dub. Oh, Bleach. I would dub Bleach. I would dub Bleach, and I would be I want to be Ichigo. I'll let him rock. Oh, I'd be Chad. Not Chad. What's bro's name? Who are you?
Ishida.
Yeah.
Hold up. Let me just. Is Chad the dude?
He's a Mexican.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So no, who was the dude? Was it Aizen? Who? He took off his glasses and became a complete bro. Yeah. Nah, yo, my son CJ the Champ on YouTube. Oh my fucking god, this nigga is the ultimate nigga. He's gotta be from New York. He's gotta be from New York.
Yeah.
He really broke this shit down in a way that made me kind of just like, yo, this nigga's really that nigga. See, yo, this nigga took his glasses off and slicked his hair back with no hair grease, and that shit stayed. I'm like, oh my god, this is actually kind of ridiculous. Like, how the fuck did he do that? I never seen Bleach, so when I see how he broke it down, like, this shit kind of makes me want to watch it a little bit.
Yeah.
My brother used to watch it a lot too, and it's funny because, like, I sort of put him on the Bleach because I used to have. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to Bro. You know what I mean? Like, I used to get these anime, like these Shonen Jump magazines, and I remember I got one with Bleach on the cover. This is before it dropped.
Yeah.
It was with Bleach on the cover. The anime had dropped, but the manga was already, out and about. And my brother was like, Bleach, nigga, we not trying to clean clothes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, this that new shit. I ain't know what the fuck I was so. I was like 10 years old.
Yeah.
But after that, he started watching, and apparently he loves it. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to Bleach. Shout out to Shonen Jump magazine. Real talk. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I would do Fate Zero.
Ooh, okay.
And I'd be Gilgamesh. That's because every time he comes into the scene, he's fucking shit up.
Okay.
And he's just always calm about it too. He's just like, yo, I'm here. All y'all dead. Spears to the face. Bye.
Damn. Does he talk much or does he?
Not much, but when he says some shit, it's just like,
yeah. No, that's cool.
Oh yeah. So bro, what is your anime hot take?
Or if you have multiple.
Let us know. How are you feeling?
Alright, so One Piece is overrated.
Ooh, break it down.
Dun.
One Piece is overrated.
Talk about it.
Nah, I'm just bullshit. I can't speak on that shit truthfully because I knew in the back of my mind, like, I have to say this on camera. Just because, I don't know, like a show that's 1,000 episodes, just like, I've never really seen anything but the for kids dub. So that's a horrible representation of what it actually is, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But it's like, people jack that it's just great, but I'm like, what show has been running for 20 years that's actually still good? And any of, not even just anime, in general.
South Park.
General Hospital.
I was going to say General Hospital. All my children.
All my children. Las Fias, Las Bellas.
I could only say like South Park.
You said South Park. I was going to say, I feel like that might have been like the one that somebody could really say that's there, but I'm like, that's an anomaly.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Maury was running for like probably 20 years.
What's that?
Maury?
but those aren't like shows with like a timeline. You feel me? Like the whole shit.
No, Maury was fired.
Nah,
bring Maury back.
Luffy, you are not the father.
You are not the father. Let's just running down. Yo, bro, them cameramen with exercise. Hell, the cardio was crazy, bro. No, but I don't know. Like I can't say. Like I said, I've never watched it. I've seen fights. Big ideas of what happens, but not nearly enough to really have an informed opinion.
Nice.
I'm like, shit, guys, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck I look like doing that? I don't, you know what I mean? It may not actually be overrated. I'm just never gonna fucking watch it. That's my hot take. I will fucking never watch One Piece. Never watch that shit. All right, but the real one.
Yes, sir.
The most overrated arc in all of anime history. The Chimera Ant arc.
Why?
Because we sat here and we talked about efficiency and being able to tell a story and consolidate it to kind of cutting out what's not necessarily.
Time out, Jacob. Get my other gun.
Keep preaching, bro.
I have to be honest because that show in general was like 100 and something episodes. That essentially took a third of the show to do.
Yeah.
And I feel like, for one, I just want to say the ending of that, it made sense. I will be 100. It made sense, but it left so much left to be desired, bro. Like, you essentially tease a character, the protagonist, like, ultimate potential, only for him. Like, right before I'm thinking, oh, he about to go put this Maroon nigga in the dirt. Only for this nigga to just fucking get blown up by this bitch. What was her name? P2? P2.
Yeah,
was it P2? P2. Like, whack. My son Netero, bro, he should have put that nigga in the dirt, bro. Technically he did, but like, nah. I needed him to put that nigga. Bro, I needed that nigga to be put in the fucking dirt. Not for nothing, too. It was just like, I feel like a lot of the beginning portions of it were very long. Like, we didn't really get into the actual fighting of the Chimera until like a solid like 20, 30 episodes into the arc. I'm like, damn, bro, y'all could have definitely cut some of this down. Like, I think for me, everybody doesn't always share my sentiments about Full Metal, but I think that Full Metal is like a great like example of something that tells a very complete weaved story, doesn't leave a lot of like loose ends within like 60 episodes.
I mean, they did it twice though. But so did Hunter x Hunter, damn.
Yeah, but I feel like with that though, they actually had the source material to actually pull from organically. Mm-hmm. That time or the second time around, because once the first one, I like the first one. I should even say I definitely like the original Full Metal. It's not my favorite. I can admit that one is better, but I like it. But now look at Hunter. Hunter is like that specific arc was like 50 episodes, and that doesn't nearly get as much done. So that's why I say it's overrated. Overrated doesn't mean bad.
No.
At all. It just means that I think it gets too much. The realest arc, fucking shovel, bro. He brought a fucking shovel he said, oh, what's the shovel for? Nigga, I'm about to put you in the dirt, bro. How gangster is that, bro? That's dirt. I'm about to put you in the dirt.
Nah, that's fire.
What's the nigga? Nigga look like Wolverine and Blanca from Street Fighter.
Yeah, I forget his name, but he was a spider, yeah.
Yeah, put that nigga in the dirt. Really dug his grave. To me, all time, that's my favorite arc in that show. To me, personally. But those are my two. Technically, my 1.5. You know what I mean? My little troll. I like trolling One Piece. One Piece niggas get so tight when you start talking about One Piece. I love that shit. I got a bunch of friends that like that shit. So I just like trolling them niggas. You know what I mean? One Piece is, it does its thing. It's goated for a reason.
All right, so these words were said by Cool.Hands. You can find him on Instagram at Cool.Hands, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Hunter x Hunter fans, One Piece fans, do your job.
We know the sport. Coming on the sport. I crave it. And also,
you said I'm a chimney.
Yo, let me just say this. It's not a hot take, but yo, Blue Lock.
Yes.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. You would have never been able to tell me I'm going to be watching an anime about soccer. I would have never believed you. I would have never believed you, bro. This shit, I watched this shit and I re-downloaded FIFA.
Yeah.
And I'm about to uninstall it again because that shit raises my blood pressure in a way that's unhealthy because I just be getting scraped. But like, yo, bro, Blue Lock is so good. It just takes the elements of shonen shows and it kind of just places it so perfectly within the structure of sports. Yeah. I never thought I would have been able to watch like a real sports anime. Like I never watched Kuroko no Basket because I know too much about basketball to realize, well, this one nigga can't stick the entire perimeter, bro. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. You can't, bro. I can't buy that. You know what I mean?
You ever tried it though?
Nigga, you do that shit for like 2 plays, bro. You gotta sit the fuck out. Sticking defense is so fucking tiring, bro.
OD.
So I'm like, I get that's a specialty, but nah, I can't. I don't know.
I saw the court, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm like,
plays like, yo, tag me out.
Yo, tag me out. I'm like, nigga, this ain't. We don't got subs. Just nigga, no. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's 4 versus 5 now.
It's 4 versus 5 effectively, bro. So I couldn't really get into that. I watched Free, the swimming one. That shit was kind of boo boo. It was alright. It was just something to watch, low key.
Watching niggas swim is not fun.
Yeah, I can't swim in real life, so maybe I was living vicariously through them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Proving stereotypes right one day at a time.
That's a fact.
But Blue Lock, man, it's really good. You guys, you said that.
I've watched like 8 episodes.
What about you?
I hate sports anime, but Blue Lock.
Oh.
Blue Lock is like it's a fun watch. Okay. I'm not like really into it, but I'm like, oh, this is a fun watch. I probably got like 10 episodes in.
Okay. You see yourself finishing it?
Yeah, I'll finish it. Okay. But any other sports anime? Nah.
See, I don't have much hope for other sports animes outside of that. You know
want me to watch that sports anime about volleyball? I'm all the way. I don't watch real volleyball. You want me to watch on the volleyball?
Haikyuu? Oh, I heard good things about it.
So fine. Never watching it.
Never watching it. You know what? I'm capping. I have watched one other show about a sport.
Baseball.
No.
Boxing.
No.
Princess tennis?
No.
Cycling.
You're getting closer, but no.
Close to Princess tennis.
I Shield 21.
No. It's tennis in a different.
Table tennis? I don't know.
Oh, ping pong.
God damn it.
Well, yeah. People told me that shit go crazy.
It's so fucking ugly. Like, let me just start off by the animation style is intentionally ugly, but it has so much character to it. It has so much character. Like, I won't lie, I really developed like a real attachment to that show. I need to rewatch it because another one's like 12 episodes. You know what I'm saying? Dog shit attention span. Remember, shout to TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's short, but it just creates a very interesting world. The art style is really good. Acquired taste, of course, but even still, the art style is kind of weird, but the animation is clean though. It's very fluid and stuff. So if you had time to just watch something quickly, definitely check that one out, man.
Nice. All right. You want to close out?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it, Jay.
Yo, what's up, guys? You have made it to the end of the episode. But before we leave off, Lou, Cool.Hands.
Yes, sir.
Please let them know where they can find you.
And what you're working on.
So you can find me over at Cool.Hands. Cool.Hands. Excuse me. You can find me at Cool.Hands. On Twitter, I'm at _Cool.Hands _ I believe. It's been a while, so you know what I mean. Twitter. I'm learning Twitter. I'm still, you know what I mean.
Okay.
TikTok at Cool.Hands as well, and I do photography. A lot of people may not really know I do photography, videography, and stuff like that. In between just posting fuckery, you know what I mean. But I also work with my good friends, two of my closest friends at Wasting My 20s. We make anime reactions, we make music reactions, we make all kinds of different types of content.
Nice.
And so you can check that out at WM20s on YouTube. At Wasting My 20s, you'll be able to see us reacting to some city pop song or something like that, you know?
I'm here for it.
Yes. Shout out to those guys, those are my brothers, shout out to them. And we're going to be at DreamCon, so you know what I mean? Make sure that y'all got to pull up. Y'all going to be there?
I'm going to Spain during DreamCon.
Oh, my flex, real flex. She, you know what I'm saying?
I'm Barcelona, Madrid, Pizza.
You know what I'm saying? Big foreign. All right. Okay. Shout out to these guys. Listen, I'm so grateful to be here. You guys,
it's great having you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. And you guys got to make sure that you guys are subscribed. Make sure that you're following them on Apple Music and Spotify.
Yes, sir.
Subscribe on YouTube. Follow on Instagram if you're already here. Beautiful. You're doing great. You know what I mean? I hope you live long and I hope your hairline don't recede. All that kind of good shit.
But if it does, you can go to Turkey.
Hey, not the Turkey.
Nigga knows.
Why they say that's how, you know, the way that girls go to DR for that's how niggas go to Turkey for the
It's just a nigga's Turkey, bro. I mean, a nigga's DR.
That is a fact, bro.
That's a fact. But it's been keeping it 9,000.
Yes.
You already know, man. Anime conversations from a New York point of view. We have honest anime conversations. And honest anime conversations. Honest. What the hell? But I'm going to need you guys, like Lou said, to follow us, bro. Everywhere at Keeping It 9,000. You know the vibe. Subscribe. Join our Discord. Join our community. Let's talk anime. It's been Keeping It 9,000. Thank you for keeping it 9,000 with us. Because we'll always keep it 9,000 with you. And we'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.
Peace.
And
It's over 9,000!